Alright, so for chapter 5, we talked about breakthrough in medicine, like breakthroughs in medicine, and a couple questions I'm going to answer. I got three of them. First one I'm going to talk about, though, is I'm going to describe the differences between the different types of insurance plans that you can get for medicine. So I was looking at these earlier on the PowerPoint, and gonna be honest, they kind of really did not make sense to me because I'm not really experienced with all this med plan stuff. But I did realize that like Plan A just looks like they have a lot more things for their medical and pharmacy. Like on Plan C, all you have is the deductible medical coinsurance, pharmacy coinsurance, and like the out of pocket medical and pharmacy. But like for Plan A, you have like special case, specialist visit, co-insurance, PCP office visit. It's $40 copay. Specialist visits, $60 copay. So I was kind of just looking at it, and I think if I had to choose, I would go with Plan A. But I don't really know that now though, because like I'm on my parents' medical plan, and I don't really know much about that plan. So that's what I would have to say about that. Sorry, I'm just not very experienced with that type of stuff. The medicine TEDx video was actually really good. I understood what he was trying to say. He was practically just talking about like that medicine is going to become virtual nowadays. Like we're going to start using our phones, our Fitbits, our iWatches. He was talking about how Uber, you can literally just talk to someone on Uber and they'll come pick you up anywhere and take you somewhere like a taxi. But we're gonna have that with medicine now. So he was talking about with medicine that you could literally just hit a button and a doctor would show up at your house, which I think that just kind of depends on where you live and your population. But that's pretty cool. So I thought that was a cool thing about the TEDx thing. He was also talking about how we can track babies' health by getting medical diapers, which I thought was kind of far fetched. But I mean, if it works, I mean, you can always have to test it and see if it works. So, strengths in the future of medicine. I'd probably just say we're just gonna become. It's just gonna get better. Like it only can get better. It's gonna get stronger. We're gonna know exactly what we need to get healthy again. And I feel like there will be a lot more technology devices for medicine. And so potential weaknesses or concerns is just like with the whole thing being technology, like technology has a tendency to not work. So if technology isn't working at the time, then really what's like a backup plan is what I would say about the MedX video. But it's just going to take a lot of trial and error to get it to go right. So my second question is to answer, well, to describe nanotechnology and conduct a web search. So I was looking up a couple things on nanotechnology, and I found this website called newscenter.lbl.gov, and it's talking about nanoscience research projects that could deliver big results. So one of them was like a DIY paint on coating for energy efficient windows. I was kind of reading about that. Kind of really didn't make any sense, but I can see what they're trying to do. It says potential annual energy savings equivalent to taking 5 million cars off the road. So just kind of making our planet like a safer place. Nanowires that move data at light speed, that would be kind of cool because everything we just want everything to be faster now that when we're getting so advanced in technology. And I saw this one, nano sponges that fight climate change. I'd like to see how that one works. Like they would help it like with power plants and stuff to like kill like carbon dioxide and stuff. And one more was custom made chemical factories. So kind of just a bunch of ideas thrown out there just to make our world nicer and like more cleaner is really what we're going for. So the two articles that I found on Wall Street Journal was one of them was Israel prepares to unleash AI healthcare. So I read it and it practically says that Israel is testing ground for the power of artificial intelligence to improve healthcare. It says medical records for the vast majority of Israel's are currently stored in databases maintained by the handful of semi-public HMOs that provide most healthcare in Israel. The biggest health maintenance organizations already leverage their records in partnership. The government last year announced a $264 million initiative to begin to combine those millions of records into a giant unified system, one that takes decades of individual patience. So they're just kind of starting a big thing over there. So I'm kind of interested to see how that turns out for him. And my second one is called Take Two Aspirin and Call Me by My Pronouns. This one's kind of weird, but they're talking about how they can put healthcare and like socializing and social justice like to rest, kind of, is what they're talking about. It was kind of confusing, to be honest with you, but I read it just because I went for the craziest thing on the Wall Street Journal to talk about. And so, yep, that's kind of what we've learned in chapter 5, and I hope you enjoy this reflection. Thank you.